Hey y'all, Jennifer here with Crazy Mom Life, and today I'm going to be doing part 1 of my What's in My Makeup collection tag. So I'm going to be starting with my brushes. So I have these really cute little jars. I got them at Hobby Lobby, fairly cheap. On the 2 striped jars I keep my face brushes, and in the middle in the sparkly jar I keep my eye brushes. So I'm going to be going through them one at a time. So the first one is the Morphe M501, and it is just a tapered brush like this. This is what I use for highlighting. And then I have the Morphe M523. It looks like this. This is what I use for contouring. I have a Glamour Dolls brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's just like an angled blush brush. Okay, next I have a stippling brush. It's kind of dirty. This is Wet n Wild. This is what I use for blush whenever I want a stippling effect. This is an Avon brush. It's actually a blush brush, but I use it for setting my under eye. This is also an Avon brush. It's just a big fluffy powder brush. This is what I use to put powder all over my face. This is the Real Techniques Sculpting brush. It's at an angle. I use this to lay a more prominent bronzer, like right into the hollows of my cheekbones. And this is the Morphe M439. It's just a kabuki brush, I think is what they're called, but this is what I use for liquid foundation. So that is all of my face brushes. Now moving on to my eye brushes. This is the one that I use the most. It's a tapered blending brush. And I'm not for sure who that is. Beau, Gachis? But it is just a tapered blending brush. This is what I use to blow out my crease. This is another Glamour Dolls that I got in my Ipsy bag. This is more pointed. I do it to do a little bit more prominent color in my crease. These brushes right here, these are the same. They're by Wet n Wild. This is what I use to lay just eyeshadow down on my eye. Let's see, which one do we want to do next? This is a crown brush, and it is the, they're on opposite sides, AC012 Shadow Crease Duet. And it just has like a regular shadow brush on one end and the pencil brush on the other. This is by e.l.f. This is a blending eye brush. This is what I use if I just need some extra blending. These two are some of my favorites. This one is an e.l.f. brush, like that. And this one is Lottie London, and this is what I use to highlight my brow bone and also to do my inner corner. This is an Avon concealer brush. This is what I use for liquid contour. I have not used this brush yet. It's a Wet n Wild, but it could be used to maybe put concealer under my eye. This is another Avon brush. This is a crease brush. I like this, you know, just as another crease brush to put into the corner. I love this brush. I actually use it on my face. I don't know why it's in the eye brushes, but this is just an angled brush. This is what I use to contour my nose, and I believe this is by Avon, but I'm not sure. It rubbed off. This is an e.l.f. angled brush. This is what I use to do my under eye. And some of these right here, all of these are by Avon, and they are like cream concealers, but I use them for cream shadows, or if I'm gonna get my brush wet and put more shadow to make it shinier, this is what I will use. And this is by an eyeshadow brush by Beauty 360, just to help lay down color if I need it. And this last one, this is an Avon. It rubbed off, but I use this for under my eye also. So there you have it, guys. These are all of my brushes that I have in my collection. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be looking for part 2. Thanks, guys.